In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use PowerPoint running on a tablet as a virtual chalkboard or virtual whiteboard in online lectures. This should work on any tablet that can run PowerPoint. More on equipment at the end of this video. In my Zoom call, I will go ahead and share my screen. And I have a PowerPoint slideshow here with a few blank slides at the beginning. So I can go to a blank slide, select review, and under review there's an option to start inking. And I can go ahead and then start annotating. So I'll say the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And then I can continue on. If I go to pens, I also have, a bunch of options, including eraser. And I could, for instance, erase something that I made a mistake on. Now, an alternate way to do this is to annotate with the slideshow running. And I prefer this option, as I will indicate a little bit later, because it helps me merge the slideshow and the whiteboard. So I will start writing again here, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And I can go in here and I can change the color. So in the lower left corner, there are a bunch of tools that are extremely useful. And I would urge you to take about 10 minutes to explore those set of tools. So I can change the color. I can say blah, and then I can continue writing, and at the end of my brilliant exposition on this slide, I might reach here, and then I can go on the lower left corner again. I can hit the next arrow, go to my next blank slide, and continue my brilliant exposition. So I would say consider, a equal to b, and in that case a squared plus a squared is equal to c squared. But let me say I by mistake wrote b squared. Then I can go in here and select eraser, and I can erase that, and I can also go and then go back to pen and write the right thing over there. And usually you can turn the stylus around and that becomes an eraser. Now to refer back to previous slides, you can actually, there is this option here, this icon again at the lower left. So if I choose that, I can go and pick any slide that I have in my slide deck. And this is extremely useful to refer back to previous work, especially for longer lectures. Now, if I go to this particular slide here what I'm showing you is how you can merge a regular PowerPoint slideshow with a whiteboard. This is my preferred way, and I've produced a MOOC in this way, and it's been quite successful. So I would say, let's talk about the Pythagorean theorem, which applies to an isosceles triangle with 90-degree angle between two adjacent sides, and if this is A and this is B and this is C, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and so on. So you can continue your lecture, but you can also have a PowerPoint template over which you can write. In terms of equipment, I have done this on my Microsoft Surface. So here what I'll do is I'll switch from the pen to the laser pointer, which again I find very useful. So on the Microsoft Surface, I have my tablet, I've detached my keyboard here, and I have my stylus. And that's all I need to do a recording like this. And I could also use a mouse. I prefer to use a mouse. This particular recording is done using a Wacom Cintiq attached to my desktop. You could also attach it to a laptop. And so this setup looks like this. So this is the monitor attached to my desktop, and that is my Cintiq tablet. And anything that shows up on the monitor here also is mirrored on the Cintiq tablet. And so I can use the stylus and write on the tablet, which is what I've been doing in this video. And I also have a nice external microphone. And I can end the slideshow over here. I'll say keep the annotations, and that way you can share your annotations with students, post it, for instance, on Canvas. Now I can go to Google Chrome, for instance, and I could search for the Wacom Cintiq and go to this particular hit. Actually, that's not the one I was looking for. Maybe that particular hit, and this shows you basically, this gives you a summary of the Cintiqs, and I can even annotate on this particular screen. If I go to Windows Ink and select Screen Sketch, and I can start highlighting things. The smallest one should actually work for doing online lectures. So that gives you an idea of how you can do virtual lectures using PowerPoint. Good luck with your online lecture.